Hey, this is Diana Price. Welcome to Spicy Business Talk. Today is guilt-free ways to inventory your life and inventory your friends and inventory the clutter in your mind. It's all, yay. It's so awesome to have these nuggets that you can, I hope you can go back and listen to them because it's really a cool thing to, and it's something that we take for granted so much. You know, the friends in our life, the type of people that we have in our life, the clutter in our mind. So I'm really happy to be bringing this to you. You have to make your happiness count. You have to be as happy as you can possibly be all the time. And when you're happy, you're choosing, you're making the right choices. You're making happy choices in your life. Just like I said in the last, in the segment about spirituality and all the habit muscles that you want to have. If you don't have spirituality, and if you don't have things that, little teeny things that make you happy, that you can connect your being with, get something like that. Make something like that work for you. And look at your life's happiness meter. Watch it like just go up the meter. Watch the happiness meter just keep rising and rising and rising. The thing that I don't want you to do is compare yourself with someone else. When it comes to your happiness, you have to decide how that is for you. And if you've got the wrong friends in your life, if you've got space that's cluttered, if you've got cars that's cluttered, if you've got a desk that's cluttered, if you have a brief, whatever it is, and believe me, we all go through that, because I go through times where I will declutter everything and I look around. How did I do that? How did I do that? So you just have to keep working with yourself. Get back into it. Do it again. Do it again. And do it again. Just keep doing it, because it doesn't matter the circumstances. You need to have habits that make you happy, no matter how old you are. Again, I'll say that again. You need to have habits that make you happy, no matter how old you are. If you're a child, of course, you don't really know if you're a child, but parents know how to make their children happy. And I spoke earlier about parents don't just allow your kids to, of course, they're your kids. You do what you want. I'm not telling you how to raise your kids, but think about their health. Think about their sleep patterns. Think about what you're putting in your mouth. Think about what they are going to get used to because of what you're doing and doing to them and giving to them. So just consider that, because it's so, so important. So push your happiness to the top of the happiness meter, to the top of the destiny meter, so you'll know exactly what you need, who you don't want in your life, how to declutter your mind, how much sleep to get, how much food to eat, what kind of food to eat, and how much exercise to get, how to balance your life. Now, in this very last segment, I want to give you a few extra bonus nuggets. So in your life, and this is all about, I've been talking about self-care. I've been talking about the things that we're doing in our life, the friends that don't work. And I want to talk just a few minutes about the things that you're doing in your life. If they're not working, you got to stop it. I've already said that people that you're hanging around in your life, if they're not the right people, you got to eject them. You got to replace them. So stop doing what you're doing if it's not working. It's your responsibility to provide value in your life and value in your loved one's life. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not your responsibility to carry everybody. No one said that you have to be the one that serves and carries and takes all the burden. But take a look at your struggle and take a look at your strength muscles and where do you need help yourself. So what's your daily ritual? That's going to give you a really good idea of where you're going to need to start. Do you have individual responsibility for the things I've been talking about this whole segment, your results and your actions? So when you get up tomorrow morning, take a look at what you do. How many text messages do you send to friends? And the friends that you're sending those text messages to, how would you rate them on a scale of 1 to 5? Are they eagles? Are they stragglers? Are they, people that are, you really can't really describe them? Take a look at that. It's your responsibility to control your results. So if you do that, good. If you don't, you'll just be in that same old box and you won't be growing at all. And this show is to help you grow it. It's to help you get recipes for success, to be more pure, to be more simple, because simplicity in life to me is so valuable. That's why it's better to have simple. It's better to have declutter. It's better to have open space. It's so much better. It's your fault if you want to stay in your comfort zone. It's your fault, and you can't complain to anybody if you decide, "Well, my friends are fine." That means you probably could be one of the friends that could be ejected by somebody else. So really be careful about that, because all the up-leveling I'm talking about that you want, hopefully you want in your life, other people are looking to up-level their lives too, because the economy is so good right now. There's so many opportunities out there. So if you say, I want this, and you say, this is how I'm going to get there, because you can't just say I want it and not figure out a plan and a GPS to get there. You've got to make the results happen that you want. So your results are going to show if you take the positive action. And your results are also going to show if you have an error in judgment. So if what you decide to do, you just, I just made a big error in judgment. Well, guess what? The results are going to show. So here's some tools that I want to share with you that are my own personal power tools to help you take focused responsibility. I'm going to go through them pretty quickly because this is a bonus segment. I want you to assess the effectiveness of what you do every day, who you are with every day. What you do and who you are with every day. Are those relationships effective? Are your daily activities getting you results? Number 2, be consistent and work with the same schedule every single day. Okay? When you say, okay, I need to get up and I need to get my physical exercise activity muscles in, I need to, those are things, those things you want to become habits in a good way. You want those habits to build on things that are positive, not negative, okay? So then when you create a firm schedule of your priorities, including the things that you're going to up-level with, like revenue, for your business, new associations, new partnerships, new people that you want to bring into your business. Create that schedule and stick to that schedule. When I say stick to it, give them a call. If you don't call them, say you only get 3 or 4 of them done because you maybe spent too much time with one. I've done that too. Don't beat yourself up. Just keep moving on and keep doing it. And then I want you to dissect and concentrate on those challenges that you're facing. Are you facing challenges that are, you want to up-level your business, but maybe you don't have all the money to hire the staff to do the marketing, those kinds of things? Break it down to little teeny chunks. Take a teeny little chunk of it. Don't take that big whambo part of it. Just break it down into a teeny little chunk and see what chunk you can do only with one of those segments. Don't say the marketing, the team, all this, just one segment, one chunk, and that's it. Once you dissect it, then you can see that that chunk is controllable and well within your reach. Then the next chunk, oh my God, and before you know it, you'll have the entire segment done. I love that. I love it so much. So, like it or not, you're going to be much happier when you break it down in chunks, because we're all created, for a purpose. My purpose is not only serving people and making sure that I'm not a carrier. I'll be talking about carriers today. Part of that was for me because I tend to be a carrier, and I want people in my life that can carry me sometimes too. Now, I don't want people in my life that are always going to carry me, because then I wouldn't feel comfortable with that. So you have to balance that situation so your inner calm is satisfied. So, like it or not, you have a purpose. When you decide what that is, and then that's when you get to work. You go, okay, who's on my team? Who's in my life? What kind of friends do I have? What kind of clutter is around me? What's in my mind? I think you're getting the point. You may never lose thought of all of the friends, the clutter, and all those things. Say you eject someone from your life, you get rid of one of your friends. For me, it's the kind of thing where I think about them sometimes, and even when you run into them, you're friendly, you're nice, you're cordial. Hi, how are you? You have to be a big person to do that, because sometimes it's hard to do that. I will be the first to admit that for a while, when I ran into people that I decided I didn't want in my life anymore, it was so hard for me to face them. But now, I take the first step. I go to them and I say, hey, how you doing? What's going on? So never ever think that you can't do that, because you're not going to ever rise above your limiting beliefs. So don't let that tackle you. Don't let your limiting beliefs get the best of you. You get the best of it. You do the best that you can do in everything that you do. So it's so important for you to take focused responsibility in your life. Guilt-free ways to inventory your friends and the clutter in your mind. I hope you have gotten something out of this segment today. It's been a pleasure to talk about this recipe, these ingredients that we can all use to better focus and take focused responsibility in our life. This is Diana Price. Please connect with me on Facebook at facebook.com, Spicy Business Talk, and facebook.com, Diana D. Price, LinkedIn, Diana D. Price, and please go to my YouTube channel. You'll see a lot of our YouTube teachings and videos there. Be wonderful to have you in our community. And then go to dpriceassociates.com and sign up to be in our community. We'll see you next Tuesday.